Their mission is to wipe out and take over that land.
Praise God, beautiful people from a beloved country. Yes, I just want to quickly talk about what recently just happened in KWARA State. The church that was attacked by some, what I call them, bandit or S-men. They invaded the CAC church in KWARA State. That act is very, very wrong. I don't want to call it genocide because I don't want to believe that the other religion is trying to suppress or oppress the Christian. I don't want to believe that. Let me just assume they are S-men. They are looking for maybe, I don't know what they're actually looking for. But their attack, I really condemn it. I'm not in support, and all the government officials should not support that act. This particular act that happened in KWARA State, I'm not in support of it at all. That act should be condemned, and the people who are involved should be arrested or should be searched for. They should investigate this issue of church attack. And I want to use this medium to beg the Nigerian President, Excellence Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please do something about this attack. This crisis that is currently going on in Nigeria, whereby Christians and even some non-Christians are being attacked by S-men and bandits. This is terrible. This is going beyond. It's going beyond what we can think. You understand? We thought it's a minor issue, but now the way this thing is going now, it has become so obvious that it's happening every day, everywhere, in any part of Nigeria, which is not supposed to be. Please, Mr. President, do something about this. Please do something about this. Save the Christian. Save Nigeria. Please, I beg you. I want you also guys to also take the analysis from Edon Azar, how he explained the take and what others also say that he also revealed in his video. Thank you.
Their mission is to wipe out and take over that land. That's their mission. So they don't want me person throw light on it. That's why I want to thank Nicki Minaj, a foreign celebrity, a foreign singer, called they throw light. In a UN conference, what they do, use our voice.
In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray.
They say make we not talk. They say make we not talk. They invade Nigeria like this so that those that are kpai people can continue to be kpai people. They say make we not talk so that we pretend say nothing they go on. Whereas now full invasion to wipe out Christians in Nigeria. They say make we not talk. They say make we not talk. Say this not start today. What are you talking about it? No talk. You are wasting your time. You when you talk say there's no persecution of Christians in Nigeria. What is this? Wait be that Christians gather to pray peacefully. Mama, papa, pikin, brothers, sisters. In KWARA, you get the mind, enter the place. You say you be Fulani Muslim, you enter the place, go invade them. Buy some people, carry some people. Show me one mosque where Christians enter, go invade. Show me one mosque. Say this particular tribe in Nigeria, they are predominantly Christians. They enter the mosque, go evade, carry them enter bush. Then some Christians can say nothing like that, call the downplay am in this country. Fire no go enter. Show me one Fulani leader wey don condemn wetin dey go on for Nigeria since. If they know they strategically dey support it, say make we no talk. So that wetin go happen? Wetin go happen? A group of Christians gather to worship, beating, some killed, 3 people killed, others kidnapped. Even the elderly were not spared. Una saw elderly people. My own grandmama, I'm not from KWARA. I dey look at that mama as my grandmama. You see her dey waka like this. You know because of that mama go back. You say make I no talk. You dey craze. You dey craze. You. Wait, say me you are. Then someone will come and try to downplay it. I even saw some people. The witches are wizards in our society. The wicked one. They say na content. They say how can this type of church get CCTV? That church that can buy those blocks, build that type of church, even at 1 bedroom, call roof farm, pay town, get pastor's office, get pulpit, get microphone. They don't fit buy CCTV of how much? That's not even CCTV. Now live stream. So they don't fit buy camera. None of them get camera just to live stream. You say the thing no dey shake. Now the camera where they see this so see the thing no dey shake. So you don't know what is called tripod. Say if you put something for tripod, you know they shake. Some people when you go dey suffer, you no go know wetin dey make you dey suffer. You go dey think of different things. You know say something so you dey talk your contribution. When you dey suffer, and they still expect us to keep quiet in the name of peace. Peace for who? Peace for where? Now only you go to enjoy peace. Only you now go to enjoy peace. What about the elderly women? All those are our brothers and sisters that were praying. They know sabi enjoy peace, abi? They don't deserve peace, abi? Before you say it is fake, make a carry you go Sahara reporters. You can see breaking terrorists attack CAC church in KWARA community. K3 adopted pastor, several worshippers. Make we read some of it. Panic and tears swept through Eruku town in the Ekiti local government area of KWARA state on Tuesday evening as terrorists stormed a branch of Christ Apostolic Church, CAC. You pastors that say there's no genocide, no persecution of Christians. I know you are working for your belly. When people look you as a good person, you are already a walking dead person. You're a ghost. You don't even kill yourself with your mouth. You don't kill yourself. You don't murder yourself. Your conscience. Killing 3 worshippers, abducting several others, including the pastor. Sources told Sahara reporters that the attackers invaded the church during a meeting and immediately opened fire, sending worshippers running for cover. 3 members were shot dead on the spot before the assailant seized an unspecified number of people. The government came in suddenly. Now person they talk so and started shooting. 3 people were killed instantly for praying in a church. One source said they gathered others at gunpoint and marched them into the bush. We still don't know the exact number taken. The attackers reportedly escaped through the bush path that connects Eruku to neighboring community, leaving residents in panic and confusion. He say they don't like that thing now. They say na lie, nothing like that. Because okay, this is the same. He go reach you. Earlier, Sahara reporters reported that tension erupted on Tuesday evening in Eruku, a community in Ekiti local government area of KWARA state, after heavily armed terrorists launched a coordinated attack, forcing travelers and residents to flee into surrounding bushes for safety. That place is under full invasion. What happened recently in Taraba? Now Christians they fight. Not what you want to tell me. And those were the fight modern Muslims. Now Boko Haram and ISWAP. But Fulani Esme, they are after Christians' life everywhere. Fulani militias, they are after Christians. Fulani militias are after the Christians' life in Nigeria. I talk. The quiet person, if they cry, he say make you no cry. If they complain, say make you no complain. Just keep quiet. Oh, make you look good. Make you look good. Make you look good. Don't say you look good. You are good. You are a good person. You dey play. I want to ask you one question. Did you see attacks like this in KWARA during Buhari? You know they like that too. But we don't say it dey happen for other places. Now, it don't reach KWARA. Where Tinubu dey? Abi? Maybe after the 8 years of Tinubu, because I know say he go win. Another person they go call enter, he go call it your domot. Now small they work. You think say you dey safe? He go reach everybody. He go reach. You think say you dey safe now? Those people in KWARA, they were safe then. During Goodluck Jonathan, Benue, Plateau, and the rest. Buhari, he got the enter Benue. Now, KWARA, kidnapping everywhere. Another person go enter. He go reach everybody. He go reach. Unless we start condemning it like this, exposing it, because the new threat of genocide, of persecution, now not to talk, because their mission is to wipe out and take over that land. That's their mission. So they don't want to make person throw light on it. That's why I want to thank Nicki Minaj, a foreign celebrity, a foreign singer, called they throw light. In the UN conference, what they do, use her voice, and some of you will call her, she they sing naked. This one will enter heaven, some pastors will not enter. Listen to her.
It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. I stand here as a proud New Yorker with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or politics. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated on social media. And we don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. We're way beyond thinking or expecting or assuming for the person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make one person feel less safe than anyone in any room. Music has taken me around the globe. I have seen how people, no matter their language, culture, or religion, come alive when they hear a song that touches their soul. Religious freedom means we all can sing our faith regardless of who we are, where we live, and what we believe. But today, faith is under attack in way too many places. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations with its core mandate to ensure peace and security should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look the other way.
You don't hear us, so wicked people. You keep saying it did not start today, Abi, because I saw this comment on my Twitter saying it did not start today. I will ask you, who said it started today? Because it did not start today, we should keep quiet. Have we not been speaking about it for years? It's just that now international community, I don't know what happened. God say, we need to look at Nigeria matter. We not talk about Gaza tire. We not talk about Palestine tire. What did they go for Nigeria? Then they keep 500, 200, 100, 50. Then they kidnap children. Where are they school? We not look at that side. That's why they talk about it now. Okay? I will ask you. You want to say it not start during this administration? Who said it started now? I will ask you again. Subsidy, started in Tinubu's administration. No, he no stop him. Why he stop him? He say no good. So what about insecurity? If we could discuss subsidy, when you no start in his time, data boy. Why I not be talk about insecurity when you no start during his time? So the way you stop this will also stop insecurity. So you cannot talk life of people, something they worry you. See foreign person, formerly Iranian, Now here come Sabi Nigeria pass some of you. Nigeria is transparent to the world. You are not invisible. They see you. They know you pass you. They Sabi. They get people on ground. Listen.
A case of it's not just Christians being targeted and persecuted. It's also moderate Muslims. And there's a general wider problem with Islamist terrorism.
Well, there's definitely a problem with Islamist terrorism, but just because Muslims are being murdered, it does not negate the fact that there is a targeted ethnic cleansing of Christian Nigerians. One does not negate the other. What we can conclude from this is that there is definitely an Islamist problem. Now, one thing that the Nigerian minister is purposely forgetting to put out there is that it's not just Boko Haram, it's also the Fulani militants. Not a lot of people know about the Fulani militants. The Fulani Islamists are also the ones who are generally targeting the Christian Nigerians, especially in the Plateau Belt. And I've had several Nigerian Christians come on and speak about this. In fact, I have seen videos where you have the Fulani militants, on their motorcycles with machetes. They're driving through various towns, and you have the Nigerian military who's supposed to prevent them from going. They're getting orders to stand down and allow the Fulani militants to go through. Again, Pierce, the loss of life is horrible. But as you can tell from the minister, he's avoiding questions. He's avoiding eye contact. Instead of actually answering the questions, he's focusing more on trying to attack me and trying to, go after me because I'm not as familiar with the Constitution. I don't need to be familiar with the Constitution of Nigeria to understand that, over 50,000 Christians have been murdered since 2009. I don't have to be familiar with the Constitution of Nigeria to know that when someone yells Allahu Akbar before they massacre 200 Christians and burn Christian churches, that's not just banditry, that's jihad. And I think the reason that the foreign minister does not want to admit this is because they are somehow complicit in this. And, he is purposely saying that he is willfully ignorant, because how could the Nigerian government not know if those people who have been murdered are Christian or Muslim? The reason that he's avoiding saying that is because if they actually put out formal numbers about the numbers of Christians targeted and murdered, then they will have to admit that there was a genocide. They don't want to admit that there was a genocide, but that's exactly what's happening, and I'm glad President Trump and others are calling it out.
You don't hear us, so you can't confuse anybody. For me, see, there is no hope. Politicians only think about the next election and they their mind. They spend any amount for that will spend any amount to stop insecurity. As long as they have their personal security, nobody cares about your father or your family. You saw PDP yesterday, Abi? They were fighting badly. Fighting for HQ. Who takes over? If they fight like that, talk like that against insecurity in Nigeria, Trump will not even get time for us. But they do another thing. Everybody No talk. Did you see any statement from any of them about the general where they buy for battlefield? Now about the next election 2027. Nobody said it. No hope. Any statement about the students where they kidnap? You hear them from those politicians. Go their Twitter handles. You know they. Now who takes over the HQ of PDP? Opposition. Nothing. Also, when it reach your turn, directly or indirectly, because those mama papa where they carry so now people mama. Some of the day abroad, people's brothers, some of the day obodo Igbo. If it not reach you directly, go reach indirectly. And when it go reach, nobody go talk. Everybody is silent. No talk now. That's why I dey respect this pastor. He continue to talk. You can't stop him. You can't bribe him. Because he does see him. He does bury many. Listen now, listen. He talking for the Morgan's program yesterday. I also want to thank God for this man, for using his platform to expose evil where they go for Nigeria. Because the strength of this evil and the sponsor, now may they not talk about them. May they downplay the killings. May they pretend say they exist so that they go continue. Because now to take over, who will listen?
All Nigerian Christians have been in bondage right from 2021. In fact, it reached a stage that they have the Islamic terrorists have vowed that Christians should never lead them. 2021, there was organized massacre that caught across every place in the nation, Nigeria. But the media here are downplaying things for themselves. And this is where we are in trouble. I've performed several genocide burial, more than 70 times. Imagine some of the graves are 501 people killed in one night in Dogonawa village named Debru. The Nigerian government downplayed that one because the Islamic are controlling the government.
So the Nigerian government, if I may just jump in there, the Nigerian government has vehemently denied there is a genocide of Christians in Nigeria. Further, they say a lot of Muslims have also been killed by the likes of Boko Haram for being too moderate, and that therefore the issue of Islamists killing people is not restricted just to Christians, but also to moderate Muslims. What do you say to that?
So let me give you the background of what happened. This is the background of initial fact finding. They created Boko Haram by many that are in high ranking of the government to remove Goodluck, who is a Christian. This is what happened. They steered them. They caused riot every village. And the people run away, they were located. And their target is to kill the Christian. Because Goodluck is a Christian. That's why Goodluck says, my blood is not worthy for other people to die. He volunteered and submit and accept the result even before it was finished counting. He knows the danger. Had even Goodluck announced the true result of the election, many Christians in the north will go into the grave. Because it was really declared a jihad. In Borno, they will enter village on Sunday. They will meet people in the church. And they will lock the church building with Christian inside. Anybody that is found outside, they will order him to go in. They lock the church. They put Gatling. They set the church building ablaze. All Christians that were inside, including the pastor, the elders, and everybody, were burned to death. This is a report that they will never tell. They move to other village. They will find people in the church. They will bring them out and separate men and female. And all the men, they will assemble them for slaughter. They will slaughter all of them, including the youths and everybody. And for the female, they will select the female for themselves and divide it among themselves. Sexual harassment will take place.
Reverend Dashwood, if I could ask you, what is your message to Donald Trump? Because he was very moved by your words. What is your message to him?
My message to Donald Trump should never stop what he's doing, because what he's doing is not his own. Showing concern to Nigerian Christians, it targets with Exodus chapter 3, verse 7. As God showed concern to Egypt, to Israel in Egypt, the Hebrews. So he has to show concern to us. Let me tell you, there's a genocide in Nigeria. And when it comes, it's not going to be at us alone. It's going to help the Muslims. When the Christians in the far north were able to escape to the Middle Belt, what will they left? You hear them saying Muslims are also killed. By who? By Muslims. Because of set differences. Some were trained in Saudi Arabia, some were trained in Afghanistan, some were trained in Iran. All of them have different background of belief. They brought it into Nigeria. After there was no Christian in the close by to kill, the blood of innocent Christians that have killed is fighting them. Then they went into fighting each other. The set of Islam are fighting the Sunni, fighting the Derika. That's why they'll meet them in the mosque and kill them. Chanting Allah Akbar. Because of different belief in Islam. And this thing has not been common. It has been happening right from the time of Muhammad. Jihad. Sometimes at the point it will end up seeing some people of same faith killing each other. Like today, the Iswap and the Boko Haram, we are busy killing each other. At Lake Chad. It's not news anymore.
Well, it's clearly it's clearly a serious situation, and it's definitely worthy of more global attention. So, Reverend, thank you very much indeed for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.